Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, and I am here to share a project that I just completed, and I want to recreate it to something similar. This is an oversized card, shaker card, using the graphic 45's Cottage, Cottage, oh my gosh, where is it? I always forget the names of collections. Cottage Life. And if you haven't seen it yet, you need to get this collection. So I use papers from both of these packs. And this is a project share for Bluemoon Scrapbooking and Renee Bouquets, as I used a bunch of her product. And anyway, so this card measures 8 by 8, and obviously it's a shaker. I had some mishaps on it, but anyway, I decided to just continue with it. I was actually going to just rip it out and take out the sequins and restart it, but I figured I could try cover up my mistakes, and I'm trying to find the ribbon here. And so anyway, I was able to do that, and so let's get started. Right off the bat, I did not make a card, what do you call it, I'm lost for the word, the card base. And I should have, but I figured it out. So anyway, this is the inside here. And then there's the back. So I'm using some heavy cardstock. And the first one, oh, I don't need that. I just want to make a mark here. Instead of pulling out my measuring on this paper trimmer, it's just easier for me to do it here. So I'm going to cut that. And then the second one is going to be cut at 8. Yep, 8.5. And I'm just marking it there. I think I need to get a microphone. I don't listen to myself after I record my videos, but I noticed I was a little quiet. So anyway, make sure. And then on the 8.5 one, you're going to score at 1/2 inch. Oh no, oh, I thought I grabbed the wrong one. Okay, so this glue is super good. I have been using it, and I've always been a Fabri-Tac craze. So anyway, this is really, I'm actually surprised. I have seen over the years people using it, but I just thought that it would warp, and I never tried it. But anyway, it is called Art Glitter, and anyway, it's really good. You can purchase this at oh no, I think I already messed up. You can purchase it at Bluemoon Scrapbooking online store. Just trying to line it up, because once you set it down, that is, I mean, you have maybe a second or two and then it's done. It's sticking. I don't think this looks right because I forgot to cut it. Okay, yep. I should have just measured it right there, but anyway, see how it is? I'm not a measuring person. I just eyeball stuff, and as you see, I almost messed up. I mean, I did, but I can fix it right now. If I were to make the shaker by eyeballing it, I would have messed up. So anyway, so there's the base. And I think I could get this out of the way. And let's do the paper cutting here. And I'm going to use these two sheets, which are from the Solids and Patterns, I believe it's called, and the Patterns and Solids. Okay, so this one is actually going to be cut. I still need my scoreboard because it makes it easier for me to cut. So you need to cut it at 8. Actually, let me just trim this part off. I already did my die cutting. I had some dies left from my previous project with this collection, so I thought, what else could I do? Okay, so usually I can go in the groove like that. And then mark this at 8. I like to do things the hard way. Anyway, there's probably an easier way. So the next step is to make this border here, and let me cut this part off. When I craft, I don't have like a specific measurement or anything in mind. I just create, so it's hard for me to recreate something because I don't keep track of the measurements. And then so this next one you're going to cut, I believe it's 7 1/4. Make sure here. It's 7 1/2. Again. And then here comes the tricky part, because I don't like to measure. This is how I measure. Let me mark 1/2 inch here. And I kind of can see where a 1/2 inch is, but so I'm gonna line it up where you're supposed to cut, and this is how I do when I want to create a little frame. Is I line up this, if you can see this bottom part with the paper, the edge, and then I just cut up and line it up to the next one up here. And then I just turn it around and do the same thing. I kind of eyeball, I can see where that is. And that's why my my lines are not straight. So you're gonna line it up again, right there. And then go up to the top. And see how it cuts? It doesn't work every time for me, so try at your own risk. There's been many times where I've actually had to get a new piece of paper. And I can't mess up on this paper because it's too pretty, and I only have, I think, there's 2 sheets of each, but you know how graphic 45 is, you don't want to cut it. Okay, so there's the frame. That's how I do this. And I'm sure I can tell this one's a little wider by a little bit, but that is okay. I'm okay with that. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to glue this down. And here's my Fabri-Tac. When I need a little time to move things around, I'm going to use this because you do have a little bit of time to make adjustments. And for time's sake, I'm not going to do the inside. I am going to put some paper just so I can cover that. I'll probably just do this side and maybe the back. But for time's sake, I'm not going to do it right now during this tutorial. So let me think about this because I messed up last time. So you want to grab your acetate. Let me move this out of the way. Turn this around, and I did cut this to 7.5 by 7.5 so it will fit. And grab this glue. This glue really sticks good. I think I'm going to get another bottle so I have the bigger spout. I have the attachment where it's smaller for projects. For this part, I would like it to be bigger. So anyway, you're going to grab your acetate sheet and hope to God you put it on right. Because the glue will... This dries clear, and you could always cover it up if you get glue on your acetate. Because once it's on there, you know, any kind of glue, it's really hard to get off. Let's see, I don't know. See this mark on here already. I don't think it's from my glue. You know what, it might have been. I was having a little bit something to eat just before I got it. So anyway, so there's that. So put that aside. Actually, let's do the next part, which is where I messed up some more. Don't pull on this tape or the paper when you're putting this down. So this is a double-sided foam adhesive. Just try to keep it flat. I didn't realize it, but when I was putting it down, I kind of pulled on it or something and it warped it. And I just thought, well, it'll get better, and it didn't. And that's why I almost redid the whole thing. So you just want to keep it flat. So learn from my mistakes. So this is going to give you dimension for the shaker part, where you can add sequins and whatever else you want to add in there for shaking. You'll see here in a minute what I'm going to use. And because I want it to be a little deep, I'm going to add another layer here, and this is another tricky part because this tape is crazy sticky. So just make sure you get it down the way you want it, because there's no going back. Try to line it up with the first. I mean, it is so sticky. This is not how I did it the first time. The first time, like I said, I messed up. So, and actually, I'm messing. Oh no, I'm not. Okay, so let's get this part done. One more here, or no, two more. This tape is so sticky. It's really good for shakers because you know it's not going to come off, but trying to create it without any mess ups is a bit of a challenge. If you don't like making large cards, you can downsize this. Make it, you know, maybe like a 6x6. I just like to make big, oh, see, I messed up. Big projects. So, you can't see that mess up too much, but I can see a lot of the white from the tape there. So that will probably be the bottom. Well, of course it's on the top here. So it's much flatter than my first try at this, which you can't really tell on this, but I know it's there. So just want to kind of press down on the tape, which I already told you it's really super good tape. Okay, so it's gonna go right on top here. And so the next, let me cover the glue here. Yeah, this is really good. Okay, so in the center, I put some pink sequins, some ivory, I have a little bit of a lavendery blue, and I actually have some Rene Bouquet's chunky glitter, German glitter glass. That gives it a little sparkle. And then I have some 29 Lane. Let me see if I could read the color here. I mean the combination. It's Pastel Dreams. I really love this one, especially for this collection. It has all the colors in it. So I just give a generous amount. Oh wow, I didn't even know there's beads in here too. So just, you know, that's why I make them a little thick, because I like to add buttons in here too. So I just kind of push it down. And you can also add some glitter, which, hang on a second. I do have some Rene Bouquet's chunky white. It's called Chunky Pearl, and that would be a nice added touch in here too. Put my reading glasses on. Okay, so you just want to keep that in the center. Oh dear, I should not have done that, but this is another trick. I might put some glue on it, so just it kind of, this is the hard part. And scary because, like I said, this tape is really good, and once you put it down there, there's no budging it. Make sure I have the top part. You stand up for this. Try to put it in the center. It's a little crooked on the there, but there's your shaker. I love shakers. Okay, so I'm going to add, so I use this trim on the top and on the bottom, because that was the worst part of my mistakes, where the paper was so warped that I thought I need to find something to cover up that, and this was perfect for that, because I wanted to have the pink, the pattern paper, still visible. Okay. So let's just glue this down. The hard part is done. Let me get both of these down, then I'll check to make sure they are straight. See, you have time to move your embellishments or ribbon, whatever paper, with the Fabri-Tac. Although it is expensive, but what glue isn't? Okay, so that looks pretty good. There's a little bit of a bend right there, but that will be covered up. Okay, so the next thing, I have some appliques for my stash. I might put on opposite side, actually. Let's just kind of see what happens here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put this on the top. And then I'm going to add this in the corner. So this is from a die, and I did some die cutting with the paper collection. And then I did use these two sheets for fussy cutting, as you'll see in a second here. Here's that piece, and then I did cut out these and a hat. And let me grab the chipboard. I did not plan this part out, so let me see here. I think I'll put it on the opposite, on that side. What I did was I added dimension with some cardboard pieces. And let me see here, I just realized I'm going to use some Rene Bouquet's items. And I was thinking I wish I had a frame. Oh, my card is going to fall here. So this is the Victorian, or actually no, I don't remember the name of this one, but it's similar to my favorite one, which is called the Victorian Scroll Pattern Set. Let's see what I can get out of this. I think I'm going to prop this up. Make sure this is, yeah, that's what I want. So let's just glue this down. I will leave the name of this set from Rene Bouquet's in the description box. All right, let me have a sip of water. sure it's straight. And let me see, I'm gonna glue, adhere these pieces. And use my crazy sticky tape, foam tape. So let's just lay this out a little bit. Normally I don't just start sticking stuff down, I lay it out and then I start gluing once I have almost everything, but it looks okay. Plus time is ticking. Okay, so I'm gonna stick that there. What else here? I have some leaves to use. And then let me grab, I'm going to use this piece from Renee Bouquet's, her beautiful chipboard piece. And let me see here. Let's glue that down. Stick these leaves, so I kind of curl the leaves to give it a little more dimension. Okay. And let me see, I did some little swirly die cuts, flourish. Okay. Now, let me see here. Make sure things are stuck down. The next thing I want to figure out is which, oh, let me grab my buttons here. So I just grabbed a couple buttons from in this set, this container. And I actually have Rene Bouquet's little skeleton leaves, or I forgot what they're called. Let me see. Rose leaves is what they're called. They're one of my favorite to accent with, but I only have 3 left. Maybe that's enough to do. They have different sizes in the set. I forgot to fill my glue bottle. Okay, and the butterflies. Rene Bouquet's. This is one of my favorites. And these are all handcrafted by Rene. And I have a couple. I'm going to use lavender this time. I only have one blue one left, light blue. And these are the tiny treasures. I'm going to tuck that one. I might have to, I don't think that one's going to stick. Work with that maybe once the camera's off, just to make sure it glues. And I believe, let me check here, I believe that's it. So I put way more sequencing this one. But anyway, there are the 2 cards. These would be great for Mother's Day or a birthday. And anyway, if you want these supplies, these products, you can go to Rene Bouquet's for her butterflies and her beautiful board pieces. Like I said, I used her Gaudy Girl Chunky Pearl glitter glass. She has micro beads and beautiful beads that you can add to your shakers as well. I wasn't sure if it would fit, her beautiful beads would fit in here, so anyway. And if you are looking for Graphic 45 products, you can find that at Bluemoon Scrapbooking. And there is so much more in their online store. Oops, sorry. And please subscribe, and hopefully in my next video I'll have another step-by-step. I tried to do one share and then one step-by-step tutorial. Let me know what you would like to see me create. That will give me a head start to creating. So hope you're having a crafty day, happy crafty day, and thank you for watching. Bye.